Yo, what is going on, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Now in this video guys, we are going to be taking a closer look at the new Vigilance Wing. Now the Vigilance Wing has been buffed in the recent Go Fast update along with all other pulse rifles. So not only in PvP but also in PvE, the pulse rifles have been increased in damage, and overall all pulse rifles should be a better contender than they were previously before the update. Now the Vigilance Wing was one of my favorite pulse rifles back in Season 1. When Destiny 2 first came out, I was pretty hyped to get this exotic right from the beginning, and once I got it I used it for a few weeks, and I honestly did like it quite a bit. Now, once everyone started getting anti-opes and heroes gifts, and that kind of just became the main guns that people seem to have in the Crucible, I didn't really like it too much, and I started to differentiate my weapons and go to anti-ope heroes as well, and I didn't really use Vigilance Wing too much after that. Now, however, with this current patch with the Go Fast update, I believe that this Vigilance Wing is going to be pretty nice. It's going to be really crispy because of the new playstyles that you're going to be allowed to use in competitive, and not only just in Rumble and Quick Play, but now in competitive there's no radar, meaning that a lot of people, I think at least, are going to be a lot further away from you. I think a lot of people are going to be playing more cautiously this weekend in trials, and so weapons like high impact scout rifles and pulse rifles that have decent range on them, like the Vigilance Wing, are going to be pretty deadly over the next few weekends while everyone adjusts to not having radar. Now this gameplay is on Vostok, which is pretty much a long range to medium range map. There's not too many times where you're in super close range fights unless you go into the cave or you purposely go out of your way to like rush somebody in a room. So the Vigilance Wing is going to dominate in situations like that. Now I also really do like the burst fire weapons, so I have a burst fire primary and I also have a burst fire secondary, the Traveler's Judgment. Before and after the update, this has been a very solid sidearm. I wasn't really too fond of using it. However, when I pair it with something like a high impact scout or a pulse rifle that has long range, it only really makes sense to have on a sidearm or a submachine gun in my secondary slot. And to be quite honest, I'm really tired of running so many submachine guns with already having like 18,000 kills with anti-ope and just plenty of other kills with other submachine guns. I'm kind of trying to stray away from submachine guns altogether, and by far I just don't really like the Last Hope, so I'm trying not to use that either. Now for some reason when I play Rumble, a lot of people do seem to like to rush me a lot, so sidearms are actually pretty effective here in Rumble, a lot more than they are in other game modes. Like when I try to use the same loadout in Control when I was running double sidearms yesterday, it wasn't really that effective. Now this loadout actually is pretty effective in Rumble and in Control, so it's really nice. You don't have to worry about swapping your weapons around all the time. Now yesterday I was running double sidearms, so I wanted to switch it up with today's video and make it a pulse rifle sidearm video, meaning that I actually have a lot more ability to like stay farther away from people and be at that range. Now if this was the same gameplay was on another map like Endless Vale, I don't think that this would be as effective. So if you're someone that's trying out the Vigilance Wing for the first time, I would really only use it on long range to medium range maps. It's really weird trying to get used to the 5-round burst of the Vigilance Wing, so over time the Vigilance Wing can become a very dominant weapon on even short range maps. However, it does take a little bit of practice because the 5-round burst is pretty weird for me, at least, especially when already having a 3-round burst secondary and switching to then a 5-round burst primary. It does take a second or two to get used to that burst fire method, so it will take a few games for you to get used to Vigilance Wing before you actually are able to use it in more situations. But giving it time and really learning how to hit your shots, like the Vigilance Wing can become one of the most dominant weapons in the game. So if you can get your accuracy down and you're someone that already does like pulse rifles, the Vigilance Wing is definitely something you want to try out. Now you can even pair it with something like I did, like this Traveler's Judgment. It's another burst fire secondary weapon. It gives you that power of having a sidearm, but it also gives you the range and accuracy of having something like a pulse rifle, which is why I choose to use it. I actually like it a lot because it makes me really effective at the medium range, and it also is pretty effective at close range as well, even being a burst fire sidearm. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this review of the Vigilance Wing. Now I'm going to let this gameplay finish out just in case you guys want to see any more gameplay of these two weapons together. And I'll also leave another gameplay in here if you guys want to see what it's like to use the same loadout on a closer range map. I use this same exact loadout on the map Retribution, which is pretty close, pretty tight corners, and at least on the old update, everyone loved running their anti-opes on that. So if you guys want to see what the Vigilance Wing is like up against people like that and on a smaller range map, right after this gameplay there will be another gameplay in this video where you can enjoy that as well. So for the people who stick around, I do hope that you enjoyed that second gameplay in this video, and be sure to let me know what other weapons you guys want to see after this patch, this Go Fast update, in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
the lead. Nice. You're in first place. 3 minutes remaining. Victory is all I ask. Good. You can fight by my side anytime, Guardian. Rumble. Watch your back, Guardian. No one else will. You're in first place. One. Don't spend all that ammo in one place. make it rain. Five minutes. This is amazing. Three minutes remaining. I need a hunter like you with the red cap. Double down. I could not ask for a better victory. That victory was yours, and yours alone.